Good evening, and welcome to the Universidad Europea de Madrid. My name is Alan Palmer, Director of Academic Orientation, and it is both an honor and a pleasure to welcome you to this international open house event, which aims to shed light upon our degrees taught 100% in English. Overall, we are a private international university whose main campus in Madrid is located just 15 kilometers to the southwest of the city center within the town of Villaviciosa de Odón. Although do note we do have another smaller, more boutique-style campus located in the north of Madrid in Alcobendas. That said, Madrid is not our only base, as we also have campuses in Valencia and in the Canary Islands in Tenerife. But regardless of which campus you carry out your studies, our university is characterized and truly driven by our emphasis of learning by doing. That is, a large portion of our degree's curricula take place outside of the traditional classroom, within our on-campus laboratories, workshops, simulation zones, as well as in real-life professional settings, within the realms of, for example, airport infrastructure, historic building restoration, satellite and aircraft design, mechanical supply chain, automobile manufacturing, robotics, and renewable energy, just to name a few. Studying at the Universidad Europea is not just a place where you will attend classes, participate in internships, research, and obtain your degree, but rather it is a platform for you to spring into the world with a more globalized, digitalized, and entrepreneurial mentality. We also foster a multicultural environment in which approximately 42% of our students are international. So, aside from explaining the curricula of our bachelor's degrees offered in English, providing an overview of campus life and culture, detailing the admissions process, and answering all of your questions, I'm also aware that many of you will be departing your respective home countries and relocating to Spain to embark on this new chapter. As a foreigner myself, that is one thing that you and I will share in common. Having resided, studied, and worked in Spain for 7 going on 8 years, I also look forward to talking about the reality of relocating to Spain and forming part of this distinguished university community. We thoroughly hope you find this event both insightful and beneficial as you research the various options of which university do I choose. In the following short video, the rector of the Universidad Europea de Madrid, Dr. Elena Gazapo, will speak about our academic model.
Hola, mi nombre es Elena Gazapo, soy la rectora de la Universidad Europea de Madrid y quiero darte las gracias por estar con nosotros en nuestra jornada de puertas abiertas. Sabemos que estás en un momento muy importante de tu vida. Estás a punto de comenzar una nueva etapa, un futuro que comienza en la elección de universidad, ya sea para cursar una titulación de grado o un ciclo formativo de grado superior. La Universidad Europea está formada por una red de instituciones presentes en Madrid, Valencia, Canarias, Oporto y Lisboa, que comparten una visión única, la visión One University. Con más de 25 años de trayectoria, 25.000 alumnos y más de 80.000 egresados, proporcionamos a nuestros estudiantes una educación integral, formando líderes y profesionales preparados para dar respuesta a las necesidades de un mundo global, para aportar valor en sus profesiones y contribuir al progreso social siempre desde un espíritu emprendedor y de compromiso ético. Nuestro compromiso con nuestros estudiantes se sustenta en un sólido modelo académico eminentemente práctico, que permite conocer la realidad profesional en un entorno global y multicultural donde más del 30% de los estudiantes son internacionales y con acuerdos de intercambios y prácticas en más de 70 países. En la Universidad Europea de Madrid contamos con una amplia oferta formativa en la gran mayoría de las áreas de conocimiento, con más de 200 grados, ciclos formativos de grado superior, posgrados y programas de la Escuela Universitaria Real Madrid Universidad Europea. Nuestra comunidad docente permanece en constante contacto con las profesiones para garantizar una formación a la vanguardia de las necesidades del mercado laboral, lo que se traduce en más de 6.000 acuerdos de colaboración con empresas y con elevadas tasas de empleabilidad cercanas al 90% y con rangos salariales un 40% por encima de la media de universidades privadas. Este contacto con las profesiones también se pone de manifiesto en nuestra oferta académica, en permanente actualización para responder a las necesidades profesionales en diferentes áreas como educación, ingeniería o comunicación, por nombrar algunas de ellas. Además, en los últimos meses ha quedado de manifiesto la importancia del cuidado de la salud como elemento clave para la sociedad. Por eso apoyamos el concepto One Health, una sola salud, una estrategia global que defiende que la salud humana y la salud animal son interdependientes y están vinculadas a los ecosistemas en los que coexisten. Lo concebimos y lo implementamos a través de una nueva propuesta formativa que incluye biomedicina, veterinaria y medio ambiente y sostenibilidad. En la Universidad Europea queremos acompañarte en tu viaje y lo hacemos a través de nuestro modelo académico de aprendizaje experiencial HighFlex, que tiene un enfoque eminentemente práctico que te permitirá adquirir los conocimientos, las competencias y valores adecuados para el desarrollo de tu futura profesión, así como afrontar los retos de la transformación social y digital. Un viaje de aprendizaje en el que contarás con las mejores instalaciones, equipo docente y tecnología para que aprendas haciendo, enfrentándote desde los primeros años de formación a situaciones simuladas y reales del día a día de las profesiones. Un modelo que te permitirá ganar horas de vuelo gracias a la última tecnología en laboratorios y entornos virtuales, contando siempre con la cercanía y la dedicación constante de tus profesores. ¿Quieres saber cómo es el día a día estudiando en la Universidad Europea? Tendrás a tu disposición un campus seguro, con magníficas instalaciones y laboratorios, como Industria 4.0, que cuenta con las principales tecnologías como Internet de las Cosas, ciberseguridad, sensores o Big Data, entre otros, para garantizar un aprendizaje basado en proyectos con el estado del arte de la cuarta revolución industrial. El Human Performance Research Lab, un espacio de última generación para el aprendizaje transdisciplinar sobre los beneficios y usos del ejercicio físico en la salud y en el rendimiento de las personas. O el hospital simulado, para que puedas practicar con las situaciones que viven los profesionales sanitarios, pero en un entorno seguro. El elevado número de profesores que siguen el ejercicio profesional, cuya enseñanza está directamente relacionada con su experiencia laboral, te garantizan una conexión con el mundo real desde el primer año. Además, contarás con aulas dotadas con la última tecnología y podrás hacer uso de diferentes herramientas digitales como entornos de simulación, gamificación, laboratorios virtuales y contenidos digitales de alto valor añadido. Todo ello accesible también fuera del horario de clase para maximizar tus horas de vuelo. Y todo esto en el entorno de nuestros campus seguros, en los que podrás participar en múltiples actividades y exprimir al máximo la vida universitaria. Toda nuestra comunidad universitaria te está esperando para acompañarte en este viaje donde la educación personalizada, el conocimiento humano y la tecnología más avanzada se dan la mano. Te dejo con los equipos de facultades y escuelas que te van a mostrar tu día a día desde las áreas de conocimiento.
At the Universidad Europea, we pride ourselves on the fact that approximately 40% of our 25,000 students are international and come from more than 125 countries, making us one of the most diverse universities in all of Spain. As a student at the Universidad Europea, you will also have the opportunity to complement your training with internships and training placements in more than 40 countries worldwide. Since our founding in 1989, approximately 130,000 students have graduated from our university between our campuses in Madrid, Valencia, and the Canary Islands. And fortunately, 90% of our alumni secure employment within their very first year of graduating. And about a fourth of them, about 25% of them, are currently working and practicing their respective professions abroad, outside of Spain. Now, we know that employability is important to you, which is why we strive to bring you as close as possible to the professional world from day one. Fortunately, we have signed agreements and built enduring relationships with a multitude of companies and institutions worldwide where you as a student will get that practical experience working hand in hand with a reputable professional of your field, be that an architect, an aeronautical engineer, a psychologist, a dentist, a CEO. As I mentioned, our academic model centers upon experiential learning, or learning by doing. Through this methodology, we invite you to take advantage of our Pioneer facilities where you will carry out coursework in environments that recreate professional spaces with the highest precision. Now, these spaces are accessible even outside of class hours so that you can continue practicing and polishing your skills as much as needed. These environments allow you to learn in a safe way as a preliminary step to professional internships. Fortunately, we have more than 14,000 agreements with companies for you to carry out your internship towards the end of your degree. In this learning methodology, you will have the unique opportunity to learn collaboratively from our expert faculty who are up to date with the latest trends in technology. Also worth noting that about 80% of our professors are active professionals within their respective fields, so you always have a close link to the professional world from day one. I would now like to explain our degrees taught 100% in English within our faculties here in our campus of Villaviciosa de Odon. So let's start with the Faculty of Biomedical and Health Sciences. But before diving into the individual degrees, please sit back, relax, and enjoy this short video that paints a picture of this faculty. With more than 5,500 students since its creation and 25% of international students, the Faculty of Biomedical and Health Sciences contributes to the development of each individual's potential to improve overall health and people's quality of life. As part of its facilities, the Universidad Europea de Madrid has a simulated hospital, which allows students to learn about clinical practices in a truly authentic setting. In this space, the possibilities are quite endless. We can simulate to precision anything from an intensive care unit, an operation room, a delivery room. In fact, we even have a robot named Rufina who gives birth. Of course, the simulated hospital possesses all the necessary spaces and technological devices, all the bells and whistles But in my opinion, the true differentiating aspect of this facility is the ability to work as a team with different health professionals. For example, it is common for our psychology students to work collaboratively with our medical students and vice versa. That multidisciplinary aspect of health sciences is at the heart of our simulated hospital. Overall, the training model integrates knowledge, competencies, skills, and values through a methodology based on interprofessional training and the resolution of real-life cases through advanced simulation techniques. Now, after gaining experiences within our simulated settings, the students then treat real-life patients at both the Polyclinic and the University Dental Clinic, two centers located right here in the heart of Madrid, which provide more than 94,000 consultations and perform more than 160,000 treatments a year. We also have a center located in the heart of Valencia for our students that study dentistry in Valencia. Within this faculty, you can study the following bachelor's degrees 100% in English. The first I would like to point out is our bachelor's degree in dentistry, which is also proudly offered from our campus in Valencia. Students will learn with the latest technologies, such as the Smart Lab, in which they will employ unique virtual reality simulators, experiencing sensations almost identical to those they will feel with a real-life patient. From the very beginning, students will acquire all the necessary skills and abilities for patient care in the dental offices located in our simulated hospital. Within our bachelor's degree in psychology, you will gain a deep understanding of human behavior to help improve our society. Our degree has a strong practical approach, given that starting the third year, you will carry out internships in external centers and learn all about patient care in institutions and psychology clinics. All in all, you will complete more than 600 hours of internships, after which you will feel completely comfortable treating and diagnosing patients in a real-life setting. But don't worry about treating real-life patients, as you will have ample experience working with our actors within our simulated hospital. Now, our actors can play the role of patients with a wide array of pathologies, from schizophrenia to a panic attack to an eating disorder. Having touched upon the two degrees which adhere to patient care, dentistry and psychology, let's take a look at our bachelor's degrees in biomedicine and biotechnology. Now, biomedicine is a highly research-focused degree in which you will study the biological aspects of medical science with the aim of going beyond the borders of current medicine. Upon completing this degree, you will become a true protagonist in scientific advances that will help improve global health. Approximately 70% of all the hours you will dedicate to this degree in biomedicine throughout the 4 years, those hours will be spent within our state-of-the-art laboratories. Areas of emphasis within biomedicine include curing cancer, studying vaccines and their secondary effects, improving medications to cure and treat Alzheimer's disease, etc., etc. Now, let's take a look at our bachelor's degree in biotechnology. While this degree is similar to biomedicine, it is slightly wider in scope, allowing students to gain experience in various fields outside of the purely biomedical world, with a bit more of, I would say, entrepreneurial business approach. You will learn about the pharmaceutical industry at large, as well as the latest technological advances in biomedicine. Thanks to our innovative curriculum, you will acquire the skills needed to develop and improve the design of, for example, new drug products, new food products, or the bioremediation of contaminated environments, among many others. Kindly note that this degree is also offered from our campus in Valencia. That will conclude our degrees offered in English within our Faculty of Biomedical and Health Sciences. Students, please, if you have any questions about any of these degrees, please feel free to ask us in the live chat, and we'll be happy to answer those in the Q&A session following the presentation of the degrees. But for now, please sit back, relax, and enjoy this short video that paints a picture of our Faculty of STEAM. We will now move on to the Faculty of STEAM, which stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Mathematics. Students, if you enjoy building, constructing, planning, drawing, giving form to objects, and transforming the world around us, STEAM may be right up your alley. The schools of engineering, architecture, and design train top-notch professionals with an international and interprofessional approach through project-based learning and hands-on experience with leading companies in the sector. Fortunately, we provide our students with cutting-edge pioneer facilities such as our Digital Fabrication Laboratory, or Fab Lab, our design-oriented classrooms, our mechanical workshop, our Hub Emprende business incubator, our materials workshop. We even have a wind tunnel that can produce winds of up to 150 kilometers an hour, just to name a few. The Universidad Europea is the first private institution to achieve the prestigious NAAB International Certification from the United States. This certification evaluates and recognizes international architecture programs of particularly high-quality standards, equivalent to programs found in the United States of America and Canada. We are also the only Spanish university validated by the Royal Institute of British Architecture, the RIBA, since 2019. This is without doubt the most prestigious association of architects in the world. We also boast agreements with a wide range of reputable international universities, such as the University of California, Irvine, as well as with prominent companies such as Airbus, Siemens, Cespa, Endesa, Indra, Repsol, Iberia, Altran, Bosch Security Systems, among others. Outside of the classroom, students will have the opportunity to participate in various university clubs like our Formula WIM, our Robotics Club, the Design Club, the Air Division Club, Computing and New Technologies, just to name a few. All clubs are 100% comprised of students with the continual support and guidance of our high-quality teaching staff. Now, in this faculty, you can study the following English-taught degrees. So let's first delve into our bachelor's degree in Fundamentals of Architecture. As I previously mentioned, the Universidad Europea is the first university in Europe to obtain both the NAAB and the RIBA international accreditations, which will make it easier for you to practice your profession outside of Spain in the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. You will utilize innovative technologies of BIM methodology, that's BIM methodology, digital manufacturing, and virtual reality, integrating them into your daily life. And you will work in innovative laboratories such as our Fab Lab, the digital design workshops, the BIM classroom, or the rendering farm. Regarding our bachelor's degree in aerospace and aircraft engineering, you will learn how to design and manage aircraft manufacturing products, calculate orbits, use avionics hardware and software, ensure air safety, control satellite missions, and monitor aeronautical systems. Students will have access to all of our state-of-the-art installations and facilities within the Faculty of STEAM. For example, our wind tunnel. Students use the wind tunnel with the aim of improving the curvature of an airplane's wing to produce greater lift. In addition to the aforementioned aircraft manufacturing companies I mentioned in the intro slide of this faculty, we also have an internship agreement with AENA, which is the public organization that manages Spanish airports, if you see yourself working in airport infrastructure, for example. Now, let's take a quick look at our bachelor's degree in Industrial Systems Engineering. Starting from the fundamentals of basic sciences like physics, chemistry, and mathematics, you will acquire mechanical knowledge such as the resistance of materials, machine design, and manufacturing, which will allow you to participate in the manufacturing of any mechanical product, from the simplest to the most complex and delicate systems you can imagine. As far as computer engineering is concerned, please note that 100%, yes, 100% of our students secure employment within the first 6 months upon completing their studies. During your degree, you will have access to train in facilities such as the network laboratories, the XR lab, augmented reality, the robotics and electronic laboratory, our tech factory, and even our state-of-the-art simulated hospital. You will also train using Vanguard programs like IBM Azure, Google Cloud, and Office 365 solutions. The Universidad Europea also has its own cloud, where you can access these programs outside of our campus from the comfort of your own home. So, that will conclude the presentations of our bachelor's degrees from the Faculty of STEAM. Again, students, I've said it before, if you have any questions about these aforementioned degrees, please feel free to ask us in the live chat. Next, we will move on to our Faculty of Social Sciences and Communication. But first, please enjoy this short video that paints a picture of the world of business and media studies at the Universidad Europea de Madrid. Now, let's take a look at our Faculty of Social Sciences and Communication for our future business partners, brand ambassadors, entrepreneurs, diplomats, and audiovisual multimedia professionals out there. I would like to start by pointing out that the Universidad Europea is the first Spanish university to receive the prestigious ACBSP accreditation for our bachelor's degree in business administration and our bachelor's degree in marketing, which recognizes the overall quality of our training program. We boast more than 100 partnerships with companies, institutions, law firms, and NGOs worldwide, like RTVE, Mediaset, A3 Media, Prisa, Telemadrid, Vocento, Repsol, Zeppelin, Google, among many others. We have also forged relationships and signed agreements with leading international universities, such as the London School of Economics and the University of California, Berkeley. Students can put their knowledge into practice thanks to our professional laboratories, including our television set and green screen, our financial hub, the consulting lab, the international negotiations lab, our legal clinic, which is essentially a simulated courtroom. Within this faculty, you can study the following degrees completely in English. Within our global bachelor's degree in international business, you will learn how to identify and use the key levers that facilitate business success in a truly international environment. My favorite aspect of this degree is that students are required to study abroad in both their third and fourth years, being able to choose from more than 100 destinations thanks to our agreements with the best universities in Europe, North America, and Asia. In your fourth year, you will study in exclusive destinations such as McGill University in Canada or the University of California, Berkeley in the United States. Students studying our bachelor's degree in business administration will employ a methodology that places the student and his or her passions and talents at the forefront. First, you will learn about the realities of business, attend conferences and seminaries, visit companies, and carry out workshops. Then, you will work in virtual simulation environments, and after acquiring and obtaining all the knowledge and skills you need, you will work on real projects for companies guided by a professor within our professional consulting laboratory. You may be wondering, what is the difference between international business and business administration? They kind of seem similar to me. Of course, both degrees will provide you a deep understanding of the various procedures and departments of any healthy business. For example, management, finance, communication, marketing, accounting, and strategy, with an emphasis of developing your emotional intelligence, public speaking, and active listening skills. However, international business provides more emphasis on legal components and the macroeconomic environment, while business administration tends to focus more on microeconomic matters. Now, let's take a look at our bachelor's degree in business analytics, in which students will acquire the analytical and management skills needed to succeed in the various departments of any business. This four-year degree is designed to provide essential training in mathematics, business intelligence, statistics, and programming so that students can develop a broad understanding of the sector and recognize the potential impact that big data can have on the business market. If you're really good at numbers and you're interested in studying in the business world, this degree could be for you. Now let's take a look at our bachelor's degree in economics. Our bachelor degree in economics prepares you to be an economist of the future within a fast-paced international environment. You will develop analysis and synthesis abilities, learning to use the latest technology and innovation. In order to understand the aforementioned disciplines, international business, business administration, and business analytics, we truly need professionals trained in economics, as it serves as the foundation for the global economy. We will now depart from the world of business and move on to our global bachelor's degree in international relations, also proudly offered from our campus in Valencia. By studying in Valencia, but first, let's take a look at our bachelor's degree in international relations. By studying this degree, you will become an expert in diplomacy and gain a firm understanding of how sovereign states, NGOs, interest groups, banks, and other international entities communicate with each other, all from an international, political, economic, social, and legal perspective. If you envision yourself participating in internships within the United Nations, the European Union, or collaborating on a Spanish diplomatic mission abroad, perhaps this global bachelor's degree is for you. As we conclude the presentation for this specific faculty, let's take a look at the world of communication. Our bachelor's degree in advertising trains professionals to understand the mindset and demands of the consumer and to create a strategic plan to penetrate any type of global market. But let's not forget about the importance of creativity and imagination required within this field. Students will learn how to apply their creativity to make their target market or clientele truly fall in love with the product. Psychology of the consumer, market research, and event planning are just a few of the innovative subjects within this degree. Now, finally, let's discuss our bachelor's degree in media studies. This degree aims to train future professionals to work on diverse audiovisual products on any platform and in any medium, from cinema, television, radio, video games. The curriculum includes subjects such as motion graphics, infographics and data processing, transmedia narrative, app design, gamification, and entertainment formats. So, if you envision yourself on the big TV screen or working behind the camera or behind the scenes, I suggest you research in detail this degree. Here at the bottom of the screen, you will see our English taught courses that are proudly offered from our campus in Valencia, which include our bachelor's degree in marketing, our bachelor's degree in tourism and leisure management, our global bachelor's degree in business management and entrepreneurship, as well as our double bachelor's degree in law and international language. Students, please send any questions you have regarding these degrees in the Faculty of Social Sciences and Communication through the live chat, and we'll happily answer those in the Q&A session at the end. But now, please sit back, relax, and enjoy this short video that paints a picture of our Faculty of Sports Sciences, the last faculty that we will discuss this evening. Interestingly, our Faculty of Sports Sciences is considered one of the best in Spain to study physical activity sciences and physiotherapy degrees, according to the newspaper El Mundo, as well as the prestigious Shanghai ranking. Also, the Edu Universal ranking places our MBA in sports management within the top 50 worldwide. We boast between 30 and 35,000 square meters of state-of-the-art sports facilities, including our semi-Olympic-sized swimming pools, our tennis and paddle courts, our rock climbing wall, beach volleyball court, track and football field, our fitness room, our human performance research lab. The list goes on and on. We are also proud members and proud partners of Real Madrid, thanks to our Escuela Universitaria Real Madrid Universidad Europea, which provides our students with the opportunity to specialize in a specific area of the sports sector, thanks to our wide portfolio of master's degrees taught from our campus in Alcobendas. In this faculty, you can study the following degrees 100% in English. Our bachelor's degree in physiotherapy is the only degree in Spain accredited by the World Confederation for Physical Therapy. You will train in a safe, 100% real environment where you will confront many simulated clinical cases, interacting with other health students such as medicine, nursing, and pharmacy. From their very first year, students will also study within our structure and functions laboratories, filled with anatomical models and virtual reality glasses, as well as our human performance research lab. Our global bachelor's degree in sports management is geared towards that student that loves the world of sports, but doesn't necessarily envision himself or herself playing or training professionally. Students studying this degree, we want you to have the profile that managers in the sports industry are looking for: a high-quality university education, a broad business vision, versatility, and an international focus. If you see yourself creating your own brand, overseeing the construction of sports facilities, specializing in sports publicity or journalism, perhaps this degree is for you. On the other hand, our bachelor's degree in physical activity and sports sciences aims to prepare students to become leading professionals in the world of fitness and health. The first 2 years, students will choose a total of 8 sports. For example, basketball, soccer, handball, golf, cycling, swimming and aquatic activities, or volleyball. Then, in their final 2 years, students will specialize in training within 2 sports, soccer and/or basketball. Like the other degrees within this faculty, physical activity and sports sciences entails a 4-year curriculum. And again, students, if you are interested in studying sports-related degrees, please feel free to send those questions through our live chat. So we will now move on to our admissions process, our scholarships program, living in Spain, and then we will open the floor for Q&A. But prior to that, please enjoy this short video about our campus here in Villaviciosa de Odón. Students and families connecting this evening, let's touch upon the admissions process. First, I would like to mention that the application window for this upcoming 2023-2024 academic year is currently open, and we do encourage you all to participate. You may be wondering, what do I have to do? Well, the first step will be to establish contact with one of our dedicated enrollment advisors, who will be your main point of contact throughout the admissions process up until you register for classes. We will assign you an advisor that is a true expert in the degree of your choice, answering any questions you may have and providing you and your family a campus tour of our facilities. Your advisor will give you access to your pre-student portal and send you your online admissions test, which consists of a relevant of your degree, a professional skills and abilities test, which will evaluate, for example, how you work in group settings, how you make decisions, what your level of empathy and self-motivation are like. Secondly, you will complete a written interview comprised of 4 to 5 questions in which you will need to respond as honestly and detailed as possible. Lastly, all students, regardless of any previous official language certificates they may have, will need to take a Spanish level test and an English level test. These are 50 minutes in duration, and contain a grammar, listening, and reading section. Kindly note that if your maternal language is either Spanish or English, you will not need to take that specific test. Upon completing your online admissions test, our selection committee will evaluate your results and within about 48 hours, relay your admission status to your advisor, who will be in touch with you as soon as possible. If you are admitted and the Universidad Europea is the right fit for you, your next step will be to reserve your place within your pre-student portal. This will guarantee your spot within your bachelor's degree, allow you to proceed forward with your registration process, permit you to apply for scholarships, and of course, provide you that peace of mind knowing you are officially off to university in the fall of this year, 2023. There are a limited number of spaces per degree, so it is my recommendation to avoid waiting until the last minute. Now is a great opportunity, a great moment to initiate and to start the admissions process. As I mentioned, the Universidad Europea de Madrid does offer a competitive scholarship program that provides financial aid to our students of high academic and athletic performance. Kindly note that within our webpage, you will find numerous scholarships that we offer. However, I would like to highlight the 2 that are applicable to our international students. The first is what we call in Spanish the Beca de Excelencia, which is the Scholarship of Excellence, which is awarded to those incoming students of high academic standing whose annual household income does not exceed 100,000 euros a year. This scholarship covers 3,000 euros of your tuition annually, and do note that you can apply for this scholarship between March 16th, which is tomorrow, and July 16th of this year, of course, only if your reservation fee has been paid. You will submit your final high school grades through our scholarship online portal, and do note that any application submitted after July 16th of this upcoming summer will not be considered. The second scholarship I would like to highlight is called the Plan Compite, or the Plan Compete, granted to those incoming scholar athletes of particularly high athletic performance. These candidates must accredit their athletic standing within the last year through the Ministry or Federation of Sports within their home country. This scholarship will cover 30% of their tuition annually, excluding the reservation fee and file opening fee. Students can apply for this scholarship starting April 1st, just in a couple of weeks. You may be wondering, can I apply for both? Yes, you can absolutely apply for both scholarships, and if granted both, the student will receive the one that is most financially beneficial. Lastly, I would like to point out that for all incoming students for our 2023-2024 academic year, we do have an early enrollment discount of 30% in the reservation fee this month of March. This discount applies to all of the aforementioned degrees that we've covered this evening, with the exception of our bachelor's degree in dentistry. Prior to moving on to our Q&A session, I would like to touch upon briefly the experience of living in Madrid, particularly for those interested students that will be relocating from another country. As I mentioned, I'm a foreigner myself. I'm originally from the United States of America, from Memphis, Tennessee, in the southeast of the country, and I've had the fortune of calling Madrid home for 7 going on 8 years. Now, Madrid is Spain's main cultural and business hub, abundant in world-class museums like the Prado, the Reina Sofia, the Thyssen. It has many sports venues, awe-inspiring architecture and monuments, parks and green spaces, and houses the headquarters of countless multinational companies, institutions, and hospitals. Madrid is an extremely welcoming city, and in my humble opinion, it boasts a street life, vibrancy, hospitality, and overall quality of life comparable to none. Located in the geographic center of the nation, Madrid is well connected by air and rail to all corners of Spain and other major European cities. Thanks to our high-speed train system, we are just about 2.5 hours from Barcelona, Valencia, Sevilla, and Malaga, and about 6 hours driving from Portugal's 2 major cities, Lisbon and Porto. Not to mention, the day trip excursions from Madrid are endless. For those nature enthusiasts out there, Madrid is just about a 45-minute drive from the Sierra de Guadarrama, a towering mountain range that bisects the Iberian Peninsula. And for those history buffs out there like myself, we are just about an hour's drive away from the medieval towns of Toledo, Segovia, and Avila. As far as the climate is concerned, Madrid has a mild, dry, and pleasant climate year-round, although it's quite chilly from December to February and hot, very hot in the months of July and August. As far as living situations are concerned, we do offer 2 on-campus student dormitories that are managed by a company called Xior, that's X-I-O-R. Additionally, there are ample student residences within the town of Villaviciosa de Odón, just a few minutes from campus by bus. However, for those of you wishing to live in the middle of the hustle and bustle, right in the heart of downtown Madrid, the campus is also well connected by public transport. The commute from Madrid's Príncipe Pío station to our campus takes just about a half hour. And aside from public transport, our university provides our own transportation with buses departing from Moncloa, which is located right next to the Gran Vía, Calle Princesa, and that bus leaves 6 times a day and comes directly to our campus. Regarding health insurance, you will notice that there are various options at your disposal. However, according to their prices, coverage, and overall quality of doctors and healthcare staff, we would recommend Nueva Mutua Sanitaria, whose contact information you will find there on the screen. Lastly, regarding your student visa, please note that we will provide you all the necessary documentation needed to file for your visa through the Spanish embassy or consulate within your home country, once you have confirmed your place and paid your reservation fee for the upcoming academic year. We hope you enjoy this short video about our university clubs and extracurricular activities before opening the floor for Q&A.
La vida universitaria te está esperando. Sabes que cuentas con más de 25 clubes donde puedes desarrollar todas tus habilidades y además conocer personas con tu misma afición.
¿Te gusta diseñar y construir objetos? Te invito a que te unas a los clubes de Fórmula, Robótica, Informática, Ciencias, Física, Game Studio o Air Division. Además, estos equipos participan en competiciones a nivel nacional e internacional, representando a nuestra universidad.
Tal vez te interesen actividades más culturales, así que puedes apuntarte al club de cine, al de teatro o al de fotografía.
Seguro que tienes el talento necesario.
También tenemos clubes para quienes quieran divertirse con juegos o deporte, como el club de eSport, el entrenamiento, club de rol o ajedrez. Jaque mate.
¿Eres trotamundos? Entonces tus clubes son o Relaciones Internacionales o Modelos de Naciones Unidas, que van a encuentros internacionales y nacionales. De hecho, este año fueron a París y a Dubái para representarnos.
En cambio, si lo tuyo es medicina, odontología, fisioterapia, psicología, biotecnología o ingeniería biomédica, contamos con agrupaciones para titulaciones específicas.
Estás a la última en todo. Entonces no puedes perderte clubes como Pride
O podcast.
Y si aún así no encuentras un club que te interese, puedes crear uno nuevo.
In just a few minutes, students, we will open the floor for Q&A, for questions and answers. However, as you are unable to be with us in person this evening, I would like to give you a brief virtual tour of our facilities, notably our simulated hospital, our television set, our Industry 4.0 laboratory, as well as our sports installations. So I have my colleague David here who is going to man the mouse, and here we have our 4 faculties. So David, let's first take a look at our Faculty of Biomedical and Health Sciences, okay? So here you will see a lot of different facilities, but first I want to take a look at our simulated hospital, which in my opinion is the true crown jewel of the Faculty of Biomedical and Health Sciences. So students, if you do have a practical class here, you have to treat it as if it were any other hospital shift. You can see those lockers to the right there, so you will have to put away all of your bracelets and jewelry and watch, put on scrubs, and enter the hospital as if you were a true doctor or nurse or physical therapist. So David, let's take a look inside, okay? So here we have our hallway. Let's scroll around to the left there. There we go. Keep scrolling. There we are. I want to show the students that that screen right there. So everything that happens in the simulated hospital is filmed, so that after the practical coursework, after the practical classes here in the simulated hospital, you can really develop your critical spirit. What have I done great? What can I improve upon? What have I done catastrophically wrong? It is okay to make thousands of mistakes here in the simulated hospital. Much better to make mistakes here, correct them, polish your skills so that you are completely ready to be successful in your clinical internships that you will carry out towards the end of your degree. Great, David. So let's scroll around to the right, and I want to show the students our consultation rooms. So there we go. Let's take a look at both of them. Let's look at the one on the left first. There we go. So as you can see here, we have this room is equipped for students of medicine medicine and nursing to attend patients here, equipped with all the necessary technology that you would find in any public or private hospital or medical clinic. So let's take a look outside. And students that are interested in studying psychology with us, I really want you to take a look at this room, because consultation room number 3, this one, is typically always set up for our psychology students. So on the roof, on the ceiling there is a camera so that we can film what is taking place here and transmit what is happening here in this space to a classroom above. Now, students, this is where you will work principally your second year. Your first year is a little more theoretical. You will attend seminaries. You will also visit different types of centers, hospitals, prisons, psychology clinics to really gain a firm understanding of the day-to-day of any type of psychologist. And the second year, you will work principally within our simulated hospital, working with our actors, so that you are completely ready to attend real-life patients your third and fourth year. So great, David. Let's take a look, and let's continue down the hallway. Continue down the hallway. To the left, we have our hospitalization ward. To the right, we have our task training room, which is where students really learn to kind of work with their hands. David, let's take a look at our task training room to the right, because I do know that our physical therapy students do have a couple of hours of coursework here. So again, students, this is where you will learn to perfect motions with your hands. So for example, giving your first shot to a patient, or placing a breathing tube in a patient's throat. This is where you will work with our anatomical models and really perfect those skills so that you are ready to attend to real-life patients. Let's take a step outside of this space here, David. Let's take a step outside. If you'll keep scrolling around, click that arrow. Perfect. And let's continue down the hallway to, there we go, our complex scenarios. Oh, went the wrong way. Scroll back around. There we go. Keep continuing down that hallway. There we are. Okay. So this is a space, students, that really distinguishes us. We are the only university in Spain that has this complex scenario simulation. There are 4 in total. They all have the ability to be set up in a variety of different ways. So let's take a look at the one there on our right, okay? Oh, excuse me, on our left. There we go, to the left. Excuse me, apologize. That one right there, perfect. So as you can see here, we have a maternity ward. That is Rufina. That is our robotic woman who gives birth. And again, it's really interesting because if you enter the simulated hospital in the morning, it'll be set up in a certain way. If you leave and come back in the afternoon, it'll be completely changed. We can set up a dentistry clinic here. We can set up a psychology clinic here. And what's really interesting is when we are inside of this stage, we just see a mirror in front of us. Okay, we just see ourselves. We just see a mirror. But on the other side of that mirror is the debriefing and observation room, so that our classmates and our professors can evaluate us and watch us, observe us. You may be saying that sounds really, really intimidating. That's also the point. We need to train our future health professionals to work under pressure, okay? Again, as I mentioned, you can make as many mistakes in this space as you possibly need to, so that you can correct them and polish them and be completely ready to carry out your curricular internships. Students, I know I'm not looking at you directly at the camera. I have a screen behind me so that I'm on this tour here with you this evening. So I think that's a good look at our simulated hospital. David, let's take a step outside. You can click that back button to the bottom left. To the bottom left. Oh, back. There we go. Oh, David, to the bottom left, back. David, to the left, bottom, no. Abajo a la izquierda, back. Eso es. There we go. Yep, back. There we go. Great. So that was our simulated hospital. Let's take a look at our preclinical dentistry laboratory. Preclinical dentistry laboratory. Keep going. There we go. Perfect. So students, dentistry is a 5-year degree. Your 3rd and 4th year, you will carry out internships within our dentistry clinics located in the heart of Madrid. But starting your 1st year, you will start to learn with your hands, okay? So here we have 130 workspaces, okay? 130 workspaces so that you can work on orthodontics, oral surgery, putting braces on your very first patient. Much better to do it with a robotic head than with a real-life patient. So this is where you will really learn all the skills and abilities and values that you will need to become a successful dentist in the future, okay? So David, I think that's a pretty good look here at our Faculty of Biomedical and Health Sciences. Students, I know that there's a lot of other facilities here in our faculty, but for the interest of time, let's move on to our Faculty of STEAM, okay? Let's move on to our Faculty of STEAM. Again, STEAM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Mathematics. Students wanting to study engineering or architecture, these are some of the facilities that you will use. So first, let's take a look at our wind tunnel there, David. Okay? Perfect. All right. So there you can see our wind tunnel. Again, we can put up a wind of up to 150 kilometers an hour for students of civil engineering or architecture to test wind resilience on a building or a structure. We can also simulate the takeoff speed of an aircraft so that we can, really kind of study how to improve the curvature of an airplane wing. Okay? So that's a good look there. David, let's click the back button there. Perfect. And let's take a look quickly at our Fab Lab. Okay? Our Fab Lab. Great. Students studying architecture, civil engineering, design use this laboratory with a lot of frequency, okay? It's one of the 2,000 Fab Labs in the world that is accredited by MIT, by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. It has to complete a series of rigorous requirements in order to have this prestigious accreditation. It's filled with 3D printers so that students can build their own prototypes and create really whatever material we could possibly need in the form in 3 dimensions. Great, David. So let's click the back button there. And lastly, I want to show students my favorite facility within the Faculty of STEAM, which is our laboratory, our 4.0 laboratory. So students who study computer engineering or industrial systems engineering that focus on mechanics, this is a laboratory that you will use starting your very first year. And principally, we create products in series. So our computer engineers will need to program that machinery with the conveyor belt that you see there to the right. And David, let's scroll around to the left so they can see those robotic yellow arms. Keep scrolling, please. Keep going around. There you go. You can see in the very end, at the very back left corner of this space, those robotic arms. So computer engineers, it is your task to program this state-of-the-art technology so that we can create whatever we need. An automobile motor, an aircraft piece, a pen, glasses, a shipping container. The possibilities are truly endless. We even have a robotic dog. Yes, his name is Luki. We have a robotic dog that can carry out a lot of different tasks. It's quite common to see Luki here taking a walk around this laboratory as well. So David, let's click that back button to the bottom left. Great. And let's take a step outside of click back again, please. There we are, back. And let's take a look at our Faculty of Social Sciences and Communication, okay? So first, let's take a look at that very first facility we see there, Europea Media. So students that are studying marketing, advertising, or media studies, this is a facility that you will use quite often. So again, as I said, if you see yourself on the big TV screen, this is a space that you can learn how to present in front of the TV screen. But if you also see yourself working kind of in the more hands-on, technical, behind the scenes, behind the camera, part of the production, we also have digital imaging, photography, radio labs, sound control, for you to work on those more technical procedures. Great. So David, let's click the back button there, and let's take a look at at the legal courtroom. So I know that we don't offer our law degree in English. We only offer that in Spanish. But students who study international relations or business analytics, this is a space that you will work collaboratively with students from different degrees, from law, criminology, and you will work on real-life cases. It's essentially a simulated courtroom so that students can practice, working on the prosecuting attorney team, on the defense team. Our law students will play the role of a judge. So this is our simulated courtroom. There you have a quick look. I think that's a good look, David. Let's click that back button again. And lastly, let's take a look at our financial hub. Again, students that are studying international business, business administration, economics, business analytics, this is essentially kind of like a simulation of the New York Stock Exchange. So here we have the fluctuation of the daily stocks so that you can study both macro and microeconomic affairs, okay? Great, David. I think that's a good, quick synopsis of our Faculty of Social Science and Communication. Let's take a look at the world of sport, okay? Great. So let's first take a look at the sports center there, the second one, and let's give them a full 360 view. So this is the front door of our Faculty of Sports Sciences. It faces right in front. Let's keep spinning around. And there you can see our beautiful football pitch, our football field, soccer field in the United States. It's surrounded by a track and field. And to the far right of the building, we have our rock climbing wall, which we cannot see here. It's hidden by the building on the far right. And on the opposite end of the building, we have our beach volleyball court. Okay, and at the far end of the campus, we have our tennis and paddle center. If you look at a full map of our campus, it's 25 hectares in total, which is roughly 60 to 70 acres in the U.S. metric system. About 1/3 of our campus is dedicated to our state-of-the-art sports facilities. So students, even if you are not studying physical therapy, sports management, or physical activity and sports sciences, you can use these facilities. There is a monthly price of about 20 to 30 euros for you to use all these facilities at whatever time of the day you so choose, okay? Great, David. So let's click the back button, and let's have the students take a quick look at our fitness room. You got to click that arrow. There we go. Excuse me, we have to go inside of the building. There we are. There we go. Click that arrow right there. And let's take a quick look at our fitness room, okay? Students, we have an agreement. We have forged an agreement with an American company called Hammer Strength. And fortunately, every 2 to 3 years, Hammer Strength sends us their latest fitness technology so that we always have the latest and the safest workout facilities and workout machinery for our students to study and also to train. Okay? So there's a lot of other facilities within this sports complex. We have our Human Performance Research Lab where students study topics of biomechanics and how to cure wounds. We also have 2 semi-Olympic sized swimming pools. One is indoor, another is outdoor. But for the interest of time, I know that there are a couple of questions that have rolled in through the live chat. I do want to answer those. So that will conclude our virtual tour of our state-of-the-art facilities here at the Universidad Europea de Madrid and our campus of Villaviciosa de Odón. So I'm going to grab my iPad here, and I'm going to take a look at some of the questions that have rolled in through the live chat. Okay? It looks like we have a couple here. And this first question is for my colleague, Dana. And Dana is one of our dedicated enrollment advisors from the Faculty of Biomedical and Health Sciences. This is a question from Jean Gerard Perdelli. Thank you so much for your question, and thank you for connecting with us this evening. The question is, when will be the next admission session for dentistry? And Dana will happily answer that question within our live chat. This is another question for me, and this is from Christian. Christian, thank you so much for connecting with us this evening, and thank you for your question. Christian's question is, can people in other degrees like dentistry use the gym to train? Yes, you can use the gym to train. And here I have all the fees. So you can pay an annual fee of 300 euros a year. You can pay a quarterly fee annual fee of 300 a year, or a monthly fee of 50 euros a month. Okay, so 50 euros a month, and you do have access to all of our state-of-the-art sports installations. Okay? Here's another question for Dana, and this is another question from Jean. If we paid the reservation fee for the Health Science Foundation year, do we get more chances to enter the dentistry program if we are on the waiting list? Great question, and Dana will happily answer that question within our live chat. And here we have another question for me, and this is from Melina Caballo Renault. Thank you so much for your question, Melina. Melina's question is, when will the next admission session for biomedicine take place? So, biomedicine, we opened that admissions window in October, okay? So, from October, we have had students taking their online admissions tests. Those tests have been evaluated by our selection committee, and those students that have been admitted have already reserved their place. We will keep this degree open until all the spots are filled. This is one of our more popular degrees. This is one of our most highly demanded degrees within the Faculty of Biomedical and Health Sciences. So it is my sincere recommendation to start the admission process now. You can go ahead, be in contact with an enrollment advisor, go ahead and take your language test, your skills and abilities test, complete your written interview, and if you are admitted, you can go ahead and reserve your place for this upcoming academic year. And if you do so this month of March, you will have a 30% discount within the reservation fee. Okay? Perfect. So students, those are all the questions that have rolled in through the live chat. I will give you a final opportunity to send those through. And again, we do have our enrollment advisors that have connected with us this evening, and we will put their contact information on the screen to follow. Here we have. There's their contact information. So we have our colleague Dana from the Faculty of Biomedical and Health Sciences, our colleague Mitsue from the Faculty of Social Sciences and Communication, and our colleague Jose, who is one of our enrollment advisors for the faculties of STEAM as well as Sports Sciences. So, students, I'm going to take one last look at my iPad to see if any other questions have rolled in through the live chat. And that looks like that will be it for this evening. So, Thank you so much, students, for your questions, and thank you to our colleagues for your detailed answers within the live chat. Students attending this evening, choosing a degree and a university is without doubt one of the most difficult decisions a young person has to make. Therefore, it is my recommendation and sincere wish that you research in detail a wide range of universities, that you take a look at their four-year curriculum, that you evaluate the professors and on-campus facilities, that you take into account the internship offerings, and that you explore the various extracurricular activities at hand. Because those of us that are a bit older than you can probably agree that your university years from 18 to 22 or 23 years old is perhaps one of the most exciting chapters in a young person's life. So, you do envision yourself studying through project-based learning, gaining experience in a professional setting, participating in clubs and team sports, we have over 25, by the way, and cultivating lifelong friendships with classmates from all around the world. Perhaps the Universidad Europea de Madrid is the right fit for you. Our next on-campus open house events are scheduled for the 1st and the 22nd of April, and it would be a pleasure and an honor to welcome you all to our state-of-the-art campus here in person. On behalf of the university, thank you so much to everyone that is connected with us this evening from all around the world. Thank you to my team within the admissions department, specifically David, Estefi, Dana, Jose, and Mitsue, as well as to the technicians and the production team for making this event a reality. And of course, a very special thank you, a very warm thank you to all interested students and families for your participation in this open house event. Classes will start in the second half of September of this year, and we do hope to see you all around campus. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Good evening, and buenas noches.